We all know the popular Supercell games, Clash Royale, Clash of Clans, and Brawl Stars, and the lesser-known Heyday and Boom Beach. But not many people know there were actually many more, and today we are gonna rank them all in a tier list based on how fun they were, with S tier being the best and F tier being the worst. And honestly, the ones in S tier with enough work, I think could come back. So first up, we have Spooky Pop from 2014. This was basically a match-free puzzle game, but with a ghost-busting theme. You're popping ghosts instead of candy or whatever. The game soft-launched in Canada and Australia in December 2014. From what people said, the gameplay was actually pretty smooth. The visuals were eye-catching, colors popping off the screen, and it had this fun, cartoony vibe. But here's the thing, it was just another match 3 game in a sea of match 3 games. There was nothing that made you go, whoa, I need to play this one specifically. The game lasted like 3 months. February 2015, gone. Supercell said it didn't attract enough players, which honestly makes sense. If I'm gonna play a match 3 game, I'm probably already playing Candy Crush or something, you know? Where does this go on the tier list? Spooky Pop didn't do anything special. It was just okay. This is going in C tier. Not terrible, just forgettable. Next we got Smashland from 2015. Now this one's interesting because it was basically like Angry Birds meets Monster Strike. You're pulling back characters and launching them at enemies from a top-down view. The game had some cool ideas. People who played it said it was fun for what it was. But here's the problem. It came out right when the market was completely saturated with these slingshot physics games. Like everyone was trying to be the next Angry Birds. Supercell killed it after soft launch, and later they said that shutting down Smashland actually helped Clash Royale grow because they moved those developers over to that team. So in a way, Smashland died so Clash Royale could live. Rest in peace, little guy. For enjoyment though, the core gameplay was solid. Pulling back and watching your characters smash into things has always been satisfying, but it wasn't revolutionary. I'm putting this in B tier. Fun while it lasted, but you probably wouldn't miss it. Okay, so Rush Wars. This dropped in August 2019 and people were actually pretty hyped about it. It kind of seemed like a mix of Clash of Clans meets Boom Beach graphics, but with way simpler attacking, kind of similar to Age of War. You're building a gold mine base, defending it with troops and towers, then attacking other people's bases to steal their gold. The gameplay loop was actually really satisfying. Matches were quick, like a minute or two. You'd pick your troops, deploy them, watch them wreck stuff. It scratched that tower defense itch without requiring you to commit hours of your life. Plus the graphics had that fun Clash Royale style with bright colors and goofy characters. But here's where it fell apart. The game got super repetitive, super fast. Like after 10 matches, you felt like you'd seen everything. Plus the monetization was pushy. You'd run out of chest keys and the game would just spam you with, hey, wanna buy gems? Over and over. Really killed the vibe. Players called it boring and repetitive in feedback. Supercell shut it down after only 3 months in November 2019. They straight up said, we can't make this good enough, which is kinda respectable honestly. Despite the issues, those quick matches were genuinely fun for short bursts. The core idea was solid. This is going in B tier for me. Could have been great with more content, but what was there was decent. Alright, moving on to Heyday Pop from March 2020. So this was Supercell trying to break into the match-free puzzle space, but with a twist. You're also building and decorating a farm. The matching gameplay was basically Toy Blast. You match 2 or more pieces of the same color, make explosive boosters, clear objectives. Nothing groundbreaking there, but they added this whole farm building metagame where you use the energy from puzzles to grow crops and upgrade your farm. What made it interesting was the puzzle pass system, like a battle pass but for puzzle progression. That was actually pretty innovative for the time. The production quality was insane too, way more polished than most soft launch games. The problem was the core gameplay felt stale from day one. The blast style matching was already 5 years old when this came out. And unlike games like Homescapes, there wasn't much narrative or social features to hook you long term. It was just kinda there. They shut it down in February 2021. After less than a year, the game made almost $1 million, but Supercell was like, nah, not good enough. For enjoyment, if you like match 3 games, it was totally fine. Well made, nice to look at, but you've played it before in other games. I'm putting this in C tier. Solid, but unexciting. Now we're getting into the stuff from the Clash Universe announcement. Clash Quest launched in April 2021 as this turn-based tactical puzzle RPG thing. So imagine this, you've got a grid on your side of the battlefield. You place Clash troops on it, and troops next to each other create combos when you select them. Select 3 archers together, they shoot a big arrow volley. The bigger the combo, the bigger the damage. Then your troops automatically attack the enemy side. The concept was actually pretty sick. It mixed puzzle mechanics with RPG progression and Clash characters. You'd go island to island fighting preset defenses and huge boss battles. Boss fights were genuinely cool, like fighting a lava golem that you had to target strategically while its hands smashed around. But here's where it got messy. The game couldn't figure out who it was for. Too casual for hardcore Clash fans who wanted deep strategy and PvP. Too complex for casual puzzle players who just want to match some gems. There was also this random element that really frustrated people. You couldn't control what troops spawn next. Plus, the progression was grindy with energy systems. Run out of energy, wait or pay. Classic mobile game stuff, but it felt worse here because matches were already pretty short. Supercell killed it in September 2022 after over a year in soft launch. They tried updates and balance changes, but couldn't fix the core identity crisis. The thing is, when Clash Quest worked, it really worked. Those boss battles and puzzle combo moments felt great. The problem was everything around it. I'm gonna put this in B tier. Fun ideas, rough execution. Okay, so Everdale is the weird one. This came out in August 2021, and it was completely different from every other Supercell game. No fighting, no raiding, no competition. Just peaceful village building and cooperation. You'd assign villagers to chop wood, farm crops, make food, do research. Everything took time, and you had to manage resources carefully. But the cool part was the valley system. Up to 9 villages in a valley working together. You'd share resources, help build community buildings, fill ship orders together. People who loved it really loved it. It had this chill vibe where you check in a few times a day, set your villagers to work, chat with your valley mates. The graphics were cute, and the whole aesthetic was relaxing. The problem was, it was slow, like really slow, and there wasn't much depth once you got the hang of it. No specialization systems, no complex trading, just wait for stuff to build and contribute to valley projects. Plus, there was this social pressure where if you didn't play enough, your valley would kick you out. So this peaceful game actually stressed people out. Supercell shut it down in October 2022. Interestingly, another studio bought the rights and said they saw potential in it, but we haven't heard much since. For enjoyment, this one's tricky. If you wanted something chill and different, Everdale hit that spot. But it was also kind of boring after the novelty wore off. I'm putting this in C tier. Nice concept, needed more meat on the bones. Alright, Clash Mini. This one hurts because it was actually really good. Launched in November 2021, stayed in soft launch until March 2024 when they shut it down. So, Clash Mini was an auto battler. Think auto chess, but simplified and way faster. You'd place tiny versions of Clash characters on a small board, position them strategically, then they'd battle automatically. Matches were like 3 to 5 minutes max. The positioning mattered a lot because of Clash abilities, special moves that triggered based on where units were placed. Put your mini P.E.K.K.A next to an enemy. Boom, big slam attack. The depth came from figuring out synergies and countering opponent strategies. What made it special was how polished it was. The animations were adorable, the gameplay was snappy, and it walked this perfect line between casual and competitive. You could pick it up in minutes, but master it over weeks. Plus, it had different modes, duels, rumbles with 10 players, ranked battles. The visuals were next level too. Those cute mini characters, smooth animations, clear UI. People loved it, like genuinely loved it. Check any comment section and you'll find people begging for it to come back. So, why did it die? Supercell thought they couldn't scale it to be as big as their other games. They also thought it was too similar to Clash Royale and wasn't different enough, which honestly feels like overthinking it. The game was fun as hell. Where does this go? Easy S tier. This was one of the most enjoyable mobile games Supercell ever made. The fact they killed it still baffles people. If you got to play it, you know. Finally, the newest grave, Squad Busters. This launched globally in May 2024, and they just announced it's shutting down. Servers closed sometime in 2026. Squad Busters was like a battle royale meets MOBA meets auto battler. 10 players drop into an arena, you collect coins, spend coins on hero chests to build your squad, merge heroes to power them up, collect gems, fight other players, last 3 to 5 minutes. The concept was cool. Characters from all Supercell games together. Barbarian King, El Primo, Chicken from Heyday, all in one game. Matches were quick and chaotic. The dopamine hit of opening chests and merging heroes was real. Visually, it looked amazing. Smooth animations, colorful, easy to read, and those first few matches, super fun. You're winning, unlocking stuff, feeling good. But then problems showed up fast. The gameplay was repetitive. Every match felt the same. Strategy was limited because units auto-attacked. Half your fights felt like coin flips based on RNG and who got better hero spawns. Plus, the monetization was aggressive. Win streak broke, rewards slowed down, everything pushed you towards spending money. They tried a massive update in May 2025, adding hero characters and power moves, basically overhauling the core game. But it didn't work. Supercell admitted they got it wrong, and the game never grew into what they wanted. Here's the thing though, those first hours were genuinely fun. The game looked great, felt smooth, and had that Supercell polish. The problem was there was no long-term hook. After 20 matches, you'd seen everything. I'm putting Squad Busters in C tier. Fun initially, but got old quick. Not terrible, just not compelling enough to keep playing. And there you have it. Every dead Supercell game ranked by how fun they actually were. The crazy thing is, Supercell has killed over 30 games total when you count all the internal projects that never even made it to soft launch. These are just the ones we actually got to play. What's wild is is that Clash Mini being in S tier and still getting killed shows you how insanely high Supercell's bar is. They're not satisfied with good or even great. They want billion-dollar cultural phenomena, which is why they've only got 5 live games after 15 years. Anyway, that's the video. Let me know in the comments which dead Supercell game you miss the most. I'm betting half of you are gonna say Clash Mini. And if you're one of the 10 people who actually played Smashland back in the day, drop a comment because I want to hear your story. Catch you in the next one. Peace.